So last time around, we saw that the Venomancer was still first picture, but the change-up here is the Broodmother. So I don't know, Will, what you think, like, Liquid are re-examining that game in the draft and how they think Broodmother is going to be able to do better, but I at least like the fact that Broodmother is going to be able to not have to worry about the supports at all. You don't have any wave clear coming up from there. And that was something that VP wasn't lacking in their game 1 lineup, remaining. So maybe Liquid's just going to double down on that.
Radiant's turn to pick.
Legion Commander.
But we saw Fnatic all smiling yesterday.
Yeah,
they were real happy about that.
That doesn't always work. Smiling.
We've got the Animage versus Bloodseeker, boys.
Smiling does not equal having a good time.
No. The way they looked, I was like, man, they know something.
Yeah,
that I do not. Like,
yeah. Well, why would you? When
they're about to crush this game.
The best counter, or the worst.
My theory was they were laughing at how absurd it was to pick Animage versus Bloodseeker. And they were still doing it.
An LC.
10 seconds.
Well, they want to match the Legion against the Broodmother.
5 seconds remaining.
Laning phase, it has a good A nuke, also really good lockdown versus the Brood. And now we've got a do something hero from Liquid. And
I like how you
almost called it something else.
We have a word for it in the pro scene, and we can't.
Yes, it's not TV appropriate.
A do something hero. You need at least one of those.
You need to do things.
Well, we keep talking about this in the draft, and I hate having to continuously bring it up, but we said that there were 3 focuses in a draft just to make it really easy. You need the ability to win at least one lane, you need the ability to shove out the lanes or push waves in, and you need some way to start a fight or have something that like just generally has a stun or something for a setup. And that's what this Earth Spirit represents. And in that last game, well, it was the Bat Rider, but Bat needed a lot of farm for that to work. And he has a really rough laning phase against the Lifestealer.
Do you feel like because I feel like one of the mistakes I looked at from game 1 was that I focused so much on high ground potential. Do you feel like that's not as big of a factor? It's not one of the key factors of lineups, because it used to be.
It used to be, but at the same time, like, if you overrun them so hard and you can get these Roshans, like these uncontested Roshans, then it's not as large of an issue, because you have this Lifestealer who he has his own built-in BKB. He just gets to hit it, and if Liquid can't just like jump him and kill him twice, then it's okay to go high ground like that.
So because our meta is leading a lot more towards team fighting, and there's so many fights going on, that really high ground potential means less. With team fighting just means everything.
Where we went
wrong
last game was, so we gave Liquid a bit too much credit for being Liquid, more than anything. Because if you evaluate the draft, Virtus Pro had very good lanes. That Enchantress pretty much had a free time, same as the Bane, and all 3 of their cores felt pretty self-sufficient. And so when you have lanes like that, you're going to be able to do things like that early Roshan, because their lineup enabled for that as well. And they also played their lineup very well.
Now they've got a Weaver.
Yes,
for
I feel like
Virtus
this is an animal instinct based game now.
Brood versus Weaver.
Yeah, but one has like, I guess they both kind of like throw out children.
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe it.
They throw out spawn as weapons.
It's like Weaver has... Yeah, he has that thing.
Yes, he does have that thing.
So you're going to need better lockdown than just Earth Spirit against the Weaver. Pretty problematic hero. What about like something like a Disruptor?
Disruptor's okay, but I don't know how good it is against these other heroes. They need a hero to deal with the Eng too. And I don't know what hero, like what 5 position, Witch Doctor or something. But Witch Doctor also has his own issues.
The Dire get up.
They needed a hero to clear as well. It's nice. It's a great save against the Enchantress and the Legion duel.
Yeah, you feel terrible playing Legion.
Here's the Radiant Band.
Because it just leaves you open to losing your duel time.
Legion and Axe, both those heroes that rely on that physical jump, just get Winner's Cursed up, blocked, feel perfectly fine.
It's a potential way to be able to open up on the Wyvern early on as well. So you can lead into Winter's Curse. Earth Spirit has an easier time to set up his silent stun combination.
5 seconds
so you're kind of like that, obviously. Later on to the game, we'll be anticipating a Lincoln Scepter or the Weaver. So we still, I think you still need more lockdown if you're Team Liquid.
So VP thought this might be an off-lane Veno, so they banned the MK for the one-on-one matchup against the Legion. And the good news is that they get one last core pick that kind of completes their draft. And I think Liquid right now, it's most likely Miracle Zero, but they're going to have to pick it before. They're going to have to show their hand a little bit earlier.
What's missing from VP? I feel like it's just wave clear. Just got Legion Commander.
Probably some shove. Maybe another, like a core with some kind of like catch.
Terrorblade here?
For VP, it's not bad.
For Liquid?
For Liquid, it's okay.
Radiant's
Legion's
turn
pretty
to
good
pick.
against TB, I thought.
Dire's turn to pick.
Phantom Assassin.
PA. When was the last time we've seen a Liquid PA?
Building
Choose your hero.
Oh, they immediately.
has played it once.
Oh, the out against a Broodmother too.
Alright boys, hope you get your sleeping bags ready.
Give some late shove at least, and
Wait,
it does
what?
give them a stun. Sleeping bags.
Yeah, this could be a long one.
But it won't be. It'll be an exciting long one if it
Yes.
is, because there's still going to be a lot of action.
Yeah.
Liquid are going to be trying to push the tempo of this game with their last big PA, which I did not expect whatsoever.
Okay, last minute instructions barked out to the Virtus Pro players, and last minute instructions from our panel members as well. Cap, what do you like? What do you make of this draft as well?
I don't know. It's pretty.
Nuts, isn't it?
It threw me for a bit of a loop.
I mean,
I'll be honest with you,
second
Paul.
pick, Brood, just what? All right.
Yeah, they've got the Brood really well countered between
Yep.
both the Legion Commander as well as the Alchemist. The PA pick looks pretty good, even with the Alchemist picked up after it. Like, PA is really good at being able to get that straightforward damage. I think I'm going to lean towards Virtus Pro, though, still. Just because fighting potential. Really, VP looked pretty good in game number 1. I think they can find a way to make this work.
Prepare for
Very
battle.
quickly, Will.
I think VP.
Okay. VP from both?
Yeah.
Interesting. VP from both. An agreement between Cap and Blitz. Who would have thought? Let's head back to your commentary team for game number 2 and see whether Virtus Pro could wrap things up for a place in the semi-finals.
Thank you very much, Paul, and indeed, I'm OD Pixel, joined once again by the fabulous Cinderin as we get ourselves stuck in Game 2, Virtus Pro, Team Liquid. The panel's thoughts, a lot of things to talk about this game, Singe. This early phase Broodmother pick, but then VP's, I gotta say, pretty nice reaction to it. Alk and Legion, that's a Broodmother's nightmare in terms of spider babies dying.
Yeah, I'm really excited to watch this game
30
because this is
seconds to
something I was
battle.
thinking about myself. If it's like technically possible, we know that Broodmother is a great pick on the 16, like the last pick of the second phase. But what if it's the last pick of the first phase and you ban heroes that are good against Brood then already? If you're planning to play it mid and we see the impact that Brood has generally, is it too early or can it work? So I'm curious to see how this game goes. For like I feel like it might have been too early now that I see the full drafts. Like when they pick
Short heroes against it.
the Legion pick from VP is really clever because it's a hero that as well. So we actually
It's not looking that clever at the moment, Sin. He's in a lot of trouble. Liquid with that smoke, getting themselves the first bird, and no one else's hands other than the PA. Miracle grabs them out.
But to finish off my intro, I thought the Legion Commander is a great pick because it's also played by no one in mid. So Liquid might have expected a mid pick against Brood, and then they didn't think about the Alk, or they weren't scared of the Alk. One of those two. This results in the following laning, where Alchemist is mid against Brood. This is a pretty standard matchup this patch. A lot of teams have done this before. Have the safe lane Legion Commander and dodging with Weavers. Famous the Courier snipe once again. This time the Courier isn't used though. It's pretty much wasting his time. And finally Enchantress. This time it's Lil, not Enchantress.
It is.
So they swapped it up.
Switching up the players. Yeah, Basher did have a great lineup on it. We'll see if Lil keep up to a similar standard, and knowing himself and the way he's played it in the past, we'll certainly expect quite a game. And of course that last pick as well, that's something With Miracle on the PA.
Yeah.
Now, I can't help but feel this is definitely a hero that Miracle's like ultimate to play this. Or is there some reason why this hero actually works here? Because there's so many cases where it just doesn't work out in games.
There's a couple of primary benefits. The hero is really good at killing Enchantress because of the 150 attack speed you get from Spam Strike. Offsets is untouchable. It's a hero that can... At the point it was picked, Alchemist was not picked. So they saw the other 4 heroes. It's a hero that can kill Weaver in the silence of Earth Spirit and the stun. They want some sort of single target burst so that they can get this Weaver under control and bring it down. Because currently the rest of their heroes are not that like burst hit. And in terms of damage output, a bit more sustained, both the Brood and the Venomancer cores. Like that. Bottom lane.
In terms of mind control here, the 3 of them diving through. Kuro. He's going to TP him, but level 1. Nobody can do this. And around there for Liquid, they do claim the Enchantress. We'll lose the Veno in trade. Southern Ramsey's actually still going for it. Kuro does hit level 2, but he's out of mana. Lil claims the double kill from the grave as he was still down. They're also able to sort of force the GH has to be careful. He's confident to play around this lane with Solo. VP amping up the pressure down bottom and causing Liquid to play. Solo, does he want to go for the bounty? He won't. He'll let it be. Doesn't want to get too greedy.
What have we here?
Yeah, very aggressive on that bottom. And overall, it does pay off. Kill that Venom.
The one thing... Oh, wait a second. GH, can he get... So, the one thing that's similar between this game and the previous one is that once again Liquid have pretty bad heroes against Enchantress. I mean, they have bad supports. Winter Wyvern and Earth Spirit are not very good at dealing with Enchantress. They don't have any control of creeps. They don't have a good way of killing Ench. So they have to compensate with Force, which is probably the reason they picked this PA. It's just, they need to be careful not to just lose complete grip on these lanes. This bottom tower has the potential of falling very early to this Enchantress rotation. With the Weaver, Venomancer's not having a good time at all. Currently 6 CS to the 19 of Weaver. He can spam all the plagues he wants, but don't seem to care very much.
Definitely the lane that Liquid are going to have to sack a bit in the grand scheme of things. Mid lane, CS looking pretty hot for both of them. 25 on no one, 22 in the Tumra. Man, a couple of just sort of trying to bait no one into a position. But now GH and Kuroki to have a bit of a crack onto it.
Well, that's some spider deaths. 3 CS. That's about 100 extra gold.
It is a lot. One of the reasons why we see a lot of teams ban out that
Pasha! That is an unexpected kill. I was not thinking.
Pre-level 6 as well. Go for me. Doesn't need no crits, doesn't need no RNG, all skill there for Miracle.
So, part of the reason Alchemist is good against Brood mid is obviously the temptation of being able to kill all the spider links and a lot of gold, but they also lose their phasing movement when they take damage. So you put an acid spray on top of yourself when you get ganked, all the spiders lose that ability that they usually have. You can't really surround, you can't really
like
get nearly as much. Then obviously that's going to benefit of farming them all this.
Oh, mind control, he's having such a nasty time down here. Ramsey's just putting on the pressure.
He's fine.
I mean, he's fine in terms that he's not dying, but in terms of what he's getting into the lane, it's a bit of a different story.
GH finding friends.
One lane.
He's gonna die.
Killing spree!
We'll find Pasha, but again, it's these sort of trades going off lane for off lane. Control, he's juking it out there, the trees. They are going to have to hunt for him a little bit to make sure he chase for it, but he'll still get the job done. Play mind control slide. So both offlaners sort of just tanking the gaps at the moment as each team makes rotations to enable their position ones.
This is going to be a really fat battle, I think. It's got a thing for Liquid to be concerned about. That might be why they're focusing so much on Miracle's lane, is that that's their winning condition. They know that Brood is going to get farmed. It's a mid Brood that's playing against a hero that sure can farm against Brood, but can't really stop Brood from farming you, so they're just trading. But then the PA has to be the secondary hero that can deal with Alchemist.
They have to send the TP down bottom this time, mind you. Very low again. Time on this. Rainer, the good CS as well. Denied. 13-9. Kuro now looking to soak up some levels in this mid lane after D's, as you say. To the man, utilising those camps, those ancients. Can. To supply the
6 minute
gold.
arm left.
I mean, it
6
seems...
minutes 4 seconds. That's gotta be.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a record, but that's like
It's close.
95th
It's gotta be
percentile.
close.
Like,
It
that
really
is
is.
really fast.
I mean, do we know how many spiders we killed? We got that sound. Can we see how many spiders
Oh,
we got?
that's true. Yeah.
Check it out, Sin. See how much money you got for the spiders. It felt like quite a bit. He certainly got a few of them in this.
See if I know how to do this.
Come on, Sin.
He killed 9 spiders for 172 gold.
But then you
There you
factor
go.
in the Grieval's greed, and then that's obviously a lot more. Do the maths, Sin.
By the enemy team, why isn't it showing alchemist? Oh, it does.
What?
There. I just can't read it. The information's there. There's a little alchemist face. You see it?
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
Yeah.
But so it's 172, but then you have Grieval's greed.
Dyer's top tower
That's a decent
is
number
under
of
attack.
spiders. Or is that including Grieval?
It's probably
No,
not.
it's not. Yeah, it's not
That's
including.
just-
No, that's not.
their base value.
Yeah, that's the base value. So
Yeah, that's true. So
Radiant's
probably like a
bottom tower
350
is
extra
under attack.
or something like that.
yeah, that's some gold.
So currently 1k gold lead minute 7. It's pretty standard when you have an alchemist farming well. So the main point of attention for both teams is still what we
Fortified
do about
structures
PA.
can't
I
be
think
breached.
Virtus Pro will be
Dyer's top
this
tower
alchemist will be very
needs
difficult
some
to kill against
friends.
armor item.
Same as
but
you,
look, it's more than
Radiant's
likely
bottom tower faces a stiff
armor
wind.
into Radiant.
Dyer's
Either
top
shoot us
tower
first
is
or
about to
mantle.
take the plunge.
Oh! Fine. Just barely.
Just mind control. May. We'll see how they
Dyer's
can go
top
this.
tower is under attack.
But you're still feeling it, right? You're feeling how Liquid are struggling in this bottom lane. They're being dove between the towers minute
Dyer's top
7.
tower is about to take the
support,
plunge.
Wyvern just can't deal with Enchantress at all.
But it is, as you said, it's all about this top lane. That's what we want to make
Tower
sure.
The
has
game.
fallen.
If you asked me before the game if I thought this was going to be the first tower to fall,
Heal us.
definitely the Enchantress would be taking the first tower in this game. But consistent pressure top.
I mean, we're talking about good item timings. This is an 8-minute desolation on
Yes,
this.
so, yep.
That's what
Oh, JJ missed the kill.
All right, that's it. I'm making a Reddit thread.
Yep, I'm
This
done.
is absolutely appalling.
I'm done. You can solo cast now. Bounty room. Alright, back.
That was a short retirement.
Yeah.
This should make my life easier.
I was hoping to at least, get a little bit of a chuckle JJ in my ears, but no. Very serious about missing his kills. He's feeling guilty right now. Just tweet at
Yeah,
him
look,
and
there
make
we
him
go.
feel better about himself.
Top net worth
Top record.
in 8 minutes.
8 minutes.
Yep. No surprise there. It's really. I mean, it's crazy. We're 39 minutes and we're seeing heroes reaching
It's
100
like they can see
They're
the
trying
stat.
to bring down Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, he has crazy farm on this Alchemist. And we're talking about it a lot, but I have this saying, like when Alchemist is in the game, he is the centerpiece for both teams. That's how the game works. Oh, GH failing a little bit there,
Very often. That shit.
but
Easily walks that off.
don't think that's a kill.
Radiant's top tower is on the
Level
rocks.
7 Legion and Pasha.
Radiant structures are
Been
fortified.
doing pretty well for himself. Definitely one of the differences between those two offlanes. Level 8
Radiant's
on
top
Pasha,
tower is
level
under
6 on
attack.
mind control. Definitely seeing sort of the effects that VP were able to pull up on this bottom lane and throwing those two position 3s. Pasha now getting middle lane soaring out as well, so he'll be able to keep the unit high, make sure he can just put the pressure on the spot. Oh, I mean, that's
Thanks.
now that pays off the soaring now.
That's
Dyer's bottom tower
Thanks,
is
Matumbo.
under attack.
Yeah. I mean, you've got to be careful on it, but every little bit like that, it adds up. It creates such a difference. But it's, it's just so hard for him to play as well. I mean, they sort of open themselves up to this, as we say. They pick the Brood up, this sort of stuff's going to happen.
Gold for me.
But VP are loving it.
It's keeping in mind that this first phase Brood has 13 CS minute 10, so...
Sure. I
they
mean,
got
he's
a
still
good
playing.
feel on that.
He's playing absolutely fabulous.
He's
The farm is
getting great farm regardless, but the core
Dyer's
later
bottom
are way less
tower
Brood
is
favorites.
about to
This Iron's last
flounder.
pick so far is starting to really ahead, and it's very rare that we see a Venom roll in from GH.
Speedy Pasha.
Dyer's middle tower
it
is
is also
drowning.
It
What's
could
this?
be a game
Dyer fortified their
he's been
structures.
absolutely fed up for it. He's 4-0-0.
Dyer's middle tower is under
Did he
pressure.
actually finish off the flat there? He's got the rest of it queued up. I don't know if he maybe just did that because he wanted to buy the lifesteal. Did you actually finish the plants now?
Dyer's middle tower
he like
is
to do that,
under
right?
attack.
Armor aura is real good this
They're
game.
trying to bring down
That's
Radiant's
a lot of
top
physical
tower.
damage on the Dire side.
Yeah.
3 kind of 4 heroes.
Dyer's middle
Let's not
tower
count it.
is drowning.
slow-mo animation. Oh, and he does it.
Dagger is...
Dire's
Dagger
middle
doesn't-
tower is
Dagger
under
don't-
You
attack.
don't need attack speed to throw daggers.
Dire's
Tower as
middle
well.
tower
I mean,
has
this is
fallen.
Miracle's just bam, bam, bam. Objective to kill. He's getting it all. Does finish off the Vlads.
This is a 1k lead with a 10k gold alchemist minute 11.
So what does that tell you?
So that tells me the rest of Liquid is doing extremely well, and its alchemist has all the weight on his shoulders right now for VP. Weaver can definitely start catching up to this PA. Weaver still has claim
Radiant's
lane,
bottom tower
arguably
is
his
under
faster way
attack.
clear,
Dire
higher
are
mobility than
scanning for
farming, and
enemies.
since Miracle is not going for farming build like Battle Fury, I think Weaver
Radiant's
As-
bottom
as an
tower
order.
has rung its last bell.
that's that you know, like Maelstrom. But this is one of the big benefits of mid Brood.
Yeah, Liquid do this every game with Brood as soon as they can. He just managed to get the
Faces
smoke
a
out
stiff
the
win.
low ground, and Miracle's going to close the gap, pick up
Unstoppable.
another kill. TH will be protected.
Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff win.
Continues. Miracle's got a haste ring. I mean, he's not done. He's trying to make the most out of this, seeing if he can catch anyone else out. We'll get the vision onto Pasha. Pasha's already out. Pasha just too beefy. So now it's his PA.
Very
Dire's
interesting to see
top
what
tower
advice after
is
this round.
under
It's
attack.
like, I think this is all between Manta and Shiva, but they have really big.
Where's the crits? Oh, the jewel comes out. Cold graceful there, buying time for Miracle. Nightmare to make sure they didn't get the reverse jewel kill, but they'll get the kill nonetheless. Miracle jumps in, takes down Solo as well, and he may not be done. He's looking towards Lil, jumps forward looking for the crit. Looks back there, where's the crit? He doesn't even get the magnetize, takes him down, and they get themselves another. And is he done now? I think he's done now, Miracle. Slow down no one with the dagger, does have to run away. Ramses is there, ready to chase. Can Miracle get himself out of this? He's put the TP back into his inventory. Now ready to go, but he's not quite got the mana. Looks like the Dukes will be successful. Heads towards the north. Mind Control comes in from the bottom, draws away the attention. Mind Control should pay with his life. The range is there, conscious to connect. Cold Embrace for Kuro buys him some time. Ash is there, no one is Solo as well. They'll finish off the Nemancer. But Miracle will survive. Does get out. Well, I think you should definitely the fact that it is just a 1k with the out lineup. Shows good things for Liquid. Matuma Man, of course, Masker Man is there, so 1,700 gold on top of it. He's still in a fantastic position on Brood Mother.
I love Liquid. I like Liquid's determination in that play. Like they very quickly in mid, they realized Alchemist wasn't there with Acid Spray to defend, and they just start diving heroes. But they get punished on the way out of there. And I want to point out how low level this is. First level 5. Solo just got 6. Expert just got 6.
They do lose Kuro. He's going. Oh! The dagger from Miracle. He gets the kill as well. He's got a double Miracle.
Whoops.
Oh, they've got to run. He's getting some fantastic crits there. Last fight as well. It secured the Tumba, so he's sitting on the +10. Miracle just heading up there. Miracle getting a little too greedy here. Yeah. Spray's sticking it out. You got to get out. He's got the jump. He can get over the tree line back to safety. Good bling.
Yeah.
Will survive.
That's called the good friend Earth Spirit right there, saving him from a completely reckless dive. Has to pay with his life. I think
Mind Control, he's had a few scan. This could be another. Down low. Up to no one to speed him up. Chase down onto Mind Control. Mind Control. Oh! Cold Embrace! He's gonna... No, it's no. Damage too much coming through.
Miracle really screwed his team up there. That's a big mistake.
That's a report.
That is such a big mistake. It's a bit reminiscent of the out of position plays he had with Tiny in game 1. Like just over aggressive, running that high ground without vision, getting caught out. That hurts because sure he survives, but they lose Aegis.
I mean,
they
that's
lose
what matters.
2 other cores.
That's what matters. He survives, sir.
Yeah, okay.
He's fine. No, he's up team. What are you doing? Why are you feeding?
Yeah.
I've got 0 deaths.
Yeah. I mean, surely that would be the line of argumentation in the pub. Why are you guys even there? You know? Let's disregard the fact that I blinked. Expect one of you to stay alive. They actually lost 3 heroes. Thank God. GH also wanted to die. Well, Ramses will probably claim his goal.
I mean, this is. I really like what Ramses is doing here as well. You know, with his purchase Straight up, no boost, no diffuser play. As soon as he gets already down to 2 charges, that just goes to show how active he's being.
Yep.
Immediately as he gets
Radiant's top
it's just
tower
such
is
a
on
huge,
the rocks.
I mean, on any hero, when you get the diffuser play, good timing,
fortification
Weaver with the Janna, it's an incredible spike.
Radiant's top
Just do so
tower
much
is under attack.
these weaker heroes of Liquid. We know that Spider and EA's in a good position, but the other 3 heroes suffered in the laning stage, and this Weaver's ready to punish it.
Question is when he's going to need to buy a diffusal. Might have to buy it a little bit earlier than he wants it. There's the man to build out for Elk, so he will go man first, and then
That's definitely the way to play.
might get Shiva before Octarine if he feels the necessity to get that armor, but it's not. And now Kuro got his 6. So this game, I have a feeling that in this tournament there was the lowest overall support levels at minute 10. I think not a single support was level 6, even with the tomes. Like, Ascension was level 5, Solo was level 5 on the Bane, it's a level 4 Wyvern, I think, and a 5 Earth Spirit at that time. All supports were super low level for making these rotations. They can play someone.
Lies onto mind control. Down yet again. Gone for 30 seconds. VP, can they chase GH? I think he'll be fine. But Timmerman just keeping himself hidden. Out of range of that sentry. Down by VP.
And the reason I'm talking a lot about these support levels is that it's really important for the outcome of this game. It's the reason that VPs, especially Alchemist, feels almost immortal. Is that the potential damage from 2 supports on Liquid being able to hit level 6 just lowered the damage output by so much. Like the Wyvern without Curse, the Earth Spirit without Magnetize until very late into the game made no one's game so smooth. And the only thing it cost VP was that they were trading a little bit of experience away on their Enchantress and a little bit on their Bane. But I feel like those heroes have come back way nicer, especially Bane in this game. It feels like it's had a much higher impact than the Wyvern so far in able to, in its ability to set up these kills and protect Alchemist. So I feel like for Liquid now, it's hard to make very successful moves until you get the next Aegis, and they have to make that one count. I don't think VP are going to let them get it for free again. Testing this time.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lane is going to try to ignore it by Liquid. They know that once they're
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Mid lane is where they'll look to all 5 of them ready to kick these off.
Dire's middle tower is under pressure.
Very slippery. Really to lock down. Need GH to find that opening on top. Does get the dust. Silence as well. The damage out from the sideways on this there. The crit comes through. Not a moment too soon as well. Just in time to finish off the kill. They'll take down Ramsey. BP still have no one putting a bit of pressure on.
Tower is under pressure.
For now. Playing the tier 2 tower as well.
Just got knocked down.
They are getting objectives. They're playing around this out, but it certainly does say it feels like they're playing on this time. No one is in a, as you say, beautiful place. It's only going to get better for the Alchemist as the game goes. Liquid need to keep this pressure on.
Get Octarine. Shiva / AC. So going the completely difficult route. I was just doing it's differ from that because of the 2 physical damage dealers. Still feels confident with it lived obviously. Valiant to protect him with Defend Nightmare. Press the attack. Plenty of tools for no one to stay alive. Great position here.
Time to go for the squishy. Jumps onto Soma.
Not afraid of spiders.
Step too far.
Get in here right now. This is Liquid playing good zone control. And the way for VP to get out of this deadlock is that Alchemist needs to have ulti, they need to smoke, and they run Alchemist in front. And then if in right position with other heroes, the Winter's Curse is not going to mess him up, and then they can always just press the attack him out of whatever comes way. And then Manta. Liquid are themselves looking in the dire. Finding anything. Well, Alchemist is on top. No.
I mean, he's big, but I don't know if he's big enough to survive the sort of attack from 5 heroes.
Absolutely not.
And
That's a good read on this.
He really does. And he can push out these lanes so safely.
It's a soul booster. Confident purchase. He does not have buyback right now.
This has got to be.
I believe.
This is very good. 20 worth 20 minutes in. Sure, I mean, a good game. We expect to see him at the top. But this is really short from the start.
He's about 1,000 GPM minute one.
Yeah, that is
extremely high. But the thing is, it's actually necessary. That's how well Liquid have played with their Brood and EA. And this is the breaking point, I think. if Liquid manage to get racks with this Aegis and Cheese or get a really big team fight and force buybacks, they're in a great position. I think Falcon's really dangerous.
Warrior has been killed.
Curious, up here by Lil. Not sure how he knew that. I don't have any vision there.
Just wandering around that area, maybe looking. Sort of
He may have seen it earlier. I didn't notice. He saw it with a creep.
AB.
It's tricky, right? Because you're like, BKB has value, but at the same time it's also bad in this game. You're playing BKB into Fiend Script, you're playing BKB into Duel, you're playing BKB into Impetus, into Swarm. It's like, it counters so little, but at least it counters...
Is it actually necessary?
It counters some spell damage, and it counters Radiance. So it's either that or BKB. Like, he wants to make sure he can hit his attacks. And it also counters Untouchable, so side benefit. I don't know, though.
Well, yeah, I know. It definitely seems to be sort of on the edge.
I just think it's hard. I think it's hard.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
it was a
attack.
first phase Brood.
Radiant fortify their structures. Attack the heroes. Radiant's bottom tower faces a stiff wind.
Oh, that's essential. Let's go.
Radiant's bottom tower
And
is
Alchemist
under
did finish his
attack.
Octarine. Nice attempt there from VP. Reach out and dusts.
Jump. Tummerman and GH trying to go. The first big jump on Concoction there onto Miracle. Miracle on the full bursted out. He's gone. The PA's out of it. Solon gets the grip off in time. They'll take the edges out of the hands of Tummerman. They're not done yet. Draws out from Pasha. Catches out GH. Liquid, they've lost 2. Maybe even more. Mind control. Out of mana. The diffusal blade whittles it down from Ramses. He's already looking for the next target. But Tummerman down a second time in this fight. Aegis out of his hands. His heart ripped out as well. VP fine 4. Ramses wants to find the team on it. He's got his eyes on Kuroki. He's got himself the mana. Taunts himself in front of the face of the Wyvern. VP find the 5th kill. And Liquid get team wiped.
And this again, a bit similar to the first game, they seem to lose their focus for a moment. They're not in a good position together. Kuro is there on the Wyvern. I don't know if they felt forced for Kuro to be in the bottom half of the map to either push out a wave or something. See exactly what he's doing. Like, he's really far away from his team. And Miracle is way overconfident, jumping in. He got blown up. Like, he cannot play like that.
No, with this refusal Deso build. I mean, obviously it's a fun build to play when you're the one getting the jump, but if you get jumped from one concoction as we saw, and the PA's dead.
Yep. He needs BKB. Bad. And still gonna have the same problem that we just talked about. But you need to block the concoction, I guess.
Sure.
It's just hard, right? Because you don't really want to play this item. It feels like you have to.
I mean, would you not even be more tempted to buy like a Lincoln at the beginning of this game if you?
You can buy Lincolns, then you get Enfeeble Gripped, or I mean, it gives you that extra. Sure. It gives you that extra play. It's true. But now there's also a Halberd on Legion, so he can also break Lincoln.
Oh, that's the problem. The dust out GH just in the midst of it all. They're trying to get the 9, still goes down, so he gets the kill. Speed causing Pasha to beat into Ramsey, but Ramsey has the BKB in the time-lapse. He's fine, turns towards Kuro's out. Pasha will be punished. Chases him down. No one is well being forced out to the side of the fight by Miracle. GH does find the silence onto this, but can Ramses get away? He's got another Shikuchi. Again, sort of the lack of lockdown ready that Liquid have, meaning that Ramses gets a rather free escape, but VP do lose 3. That was the sort of jump that Liquid need to be making.
Very quick move, and Alchemist wasn't there. I think, right? He didn't.
He was sort of on the side of it. I think we saw.
I think he was top. He didn't grab the top when the fight started, right? Like, there's no way he does that. Or?
I don't know. Well, they were sort of keeping him split out as well, because I think what Miracle was sort of towards him as well, making it very hard for him to get anywhere close to him. So, yeah, I think just overall the position of no one meant that he couldn't do.
Big difference in this fight compared to last one. Yes. He just got blown up this time. Last time he got a clutch grip when he was at like 15% HP, but this time they had Wyvern as part of the move. Wyvern got the curse off, so he got like a long duration stun on the Weaver and the Legion combined, and that just allowed them to get this fight.
I mean, it's the strength of Liquid's line up in that. You know, having that good defense fighters all
with a good position.
The stun onto mind control. Be a little careful how they actually go for this here. They seem to have the shrine at the ready as well. Hold him braces up. GH rocks forward, gets himself to the shrine, keeps himself alive a little bit, but he's still going down to the infantry. But lost shot on return. No one hits the concoction, and now Bashka will find the jewel. Takes Kuro, moving forward now onto Miracle. He's trying to jump forward and fight. Gets shoved in as well. Oh, he's just trying to get out of there, but he can't. He has no defensive item. Looks to jump back in, but the concoction's gone. Somehow he gets the crit. I believe it was the dagger thrown out just in time to take down Pasha.
Wait.
But he's gone.
Wait, guys, wait. Stop Dagger Time. But that's still good enough for Virtus Pro.
Absolutely, yeah. We get 4 heroes.
It's gonna be a tier 2. At
Radiant's
the very
middle
least.
tower is
50
under
seconds,
attack.
no PA. I mean, Miracle does not have buyback, so VP.
And Curse
They could
was
go high
expended.
ground.
Curse was used, and they know that. It's a very clear.
Radiant's middle tower has
Very
fallen.
obvious spell usage.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
We'll continue down here. Solo with the DD roll. Well, probably a 2-shot here.
Radiant's bottom barracks have fallen. Radiant's middle tower can't handle this damage. Radiant's bottom
that's
barracks
funny.
have fallen.
That's funny.
Guess they got Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
At the same time, like Matoma couldn't have defended it for long, but now they have a position on him. They have the Purge. BKB just comes on cooldown. He will be fine.
Just the absolute I love this bit of the game. Just giving Adams 2 seconds. Gets it first. I think you give it to the Charms.
Let's give it to Wyvern so he can keep using the burn on Alk all game. Let's go. That's true. He's actually on the other team.
He's
That's
on the
fair.
other
That's
team.
fair. He should give it to Weaver.
Stop revealing the new patch. You can now give to
What
opponents.
new patch? What does it patch?
Imagine that. Give access to the enemy OD and you win the game.
We'll take that.
Did he give it away yet?
He did. Did he give it the edge? No, Weaver.
That's exactly what I thought he should do. So I think Weaver acts as one of the best acts in the whole game, but it's bad for the hero.
That's a big flip.
The axe itself is so ridiculous with Alchemist because now Alchemist is frontline and he has 2 lives. The Weaver can save him from high range. The reason you don't see it on Weaver very much is that if Weaver is placed in position 1 or 2, you want to have scalable items, but on a position 3 Weaver, you actually see it as a core item a lot of the time.
You've got to remember as well that the cooldown is 60.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
you
ridiculous.
say he's got an extra. He's got infinite.
It's
16-second cooldown. Woo!
Look at the position.
0 mana. It doesn't cost you any mana.
You don't have a street Weaver. But it's like, what do you do here? What's your suggestion for this attack on the VP?
Let's see. They're going to have a good, strong attack. I mean, they're bringing him low. There's the time lapse. Second life comes in. Winter goes down to Ramses, but it doesn't matter. They do lose the 2 squish here. As Miracle gets the jump on them, they do actually have the stun onto no one. He's falling low, and in fact, he's falling down. Liquid they're holding.
Okay. I did not see that coming. I really didn't think that fight was going to go again.
Again, it's
They waited for Chemical Rage to end,
Yeah.
and I think the problem is that he doesn't. When Chemical Rage is over, he's not strong enough. But if they have Weaver Axe and the Chemical Rage running, Alk can't die, and they just need to still respect the common thing with Alk. When your Chemical Rage is running out, you back out, you wait for the cooldown, you go again. And Liquid found the perfect moment of opportunity. So
it's every time, you know, Solo, he has to be so careful. Miracle, he lands 1 crit and the Bane's gone.
yeah, it's very hard.
Liquid do have the potential to immediately delete in the team fights. It's incredibly hard because Solo he's a poor lad. He's not got a lot of money. The Glimmer Cape's not going to be there. There's no sort of defensive way he can play around this dagger, you know, flying at him. He can obviously look to Nightmare himself, but a lot of the time he's trying to Nightmare to save his teammates or set up.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
But it is spooky, it is scary. They do have a 13k gold lead, but that does not mean the game is over.
No,
For
this
Liquid.
is still not over.
No,
That fight was really important. That Liquid got multiple core kills. Yeah. It's one of the tricky things about that hero is like just 1 or 2 deaths. The amount of net that you have it's such a high value kill for the Liquid heroes. And as a result of that kill, they almost have this MKB on the Brood.
Yep.
Or actually has it if he wants to buy it. The Wyvern just got a medallion. 30 minutes into set a rough game. That was PA's BK reveal as well, that fight, right?
Was
they were not ready for that either. I don't think. So that changes the dynamic of the fight a lot. Because the previous fights, Deep just concoction destroyed that. PA? Oh, it was not much. This is a big moment. Liquid are not. I mean, now we're gonna see it now. They have
Can they get that? I think they can. Okay. Let's try to come from the side.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But now the problem comes. We saw Liquid hold a defense. That was when
Radiant's top
VP
shrine is under
now
attack.
they have it. Can they actually hold against
Dire's
the sort of
top
pressure
tower
from VP?
is about to
Think
take
about this
the
for a second. They
blood.
have Weaver Axe, and they still put the Aegis on the Aegis. They're respecting this a lot. It's easy to see.
Dire's top tower is about to take the blood. Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
He hasn't failed it. Good management on just very cautious of him. He's been practicing his holy launch.
Oh! They're trying to delete Lil. They're not going to be able to do it straight away. Matuma will find the kill on Basha. Ripped through him there. Has the MKB, of course, now on the Brumo. So a lot of right click. Beats down to Miracle, but he has the BKB off in time. Jumps in a couple of crits to take down Solo. Now he's looking for no one. Has to back away. Those Lils forcing him out with the impetus. With no BKB, Miracle doesn't really want to. Has to be very careful. Winter's Curse holds this Alchemist in place for some time. For the crit, Miracle doesn't find him, but Matuma kicks the mini bash in the AKB, takes down Digi with the border smash onto Liquid, looking to clean up on this defensive of the high ground. No one, can he finish off Miracle? Miracle's still alive for the time. Force will be fine for now. Thinking about going back in again. The Gale used to zone no one, keep him held back from the rest of Liquid. Matuma wants to go back in. Jumps, gets the bash onto Ramsey. He's gone. Concoction hits himself. Doesn't manage to dodge it this time. Was still unavailable. The Aegis is gone. Liquid are ready to kill him a second time. He has Concoction, chucks it out. Miracle stunned up for some time, but he gets forced away. Will be fine. No one. Driving this out. This second mini bash comes through. No one's gone, and Liquid, they're holding, and BP are throwing a lot away.
I can't believe how fast that Legion died. It looked like he got 3-shot by... Was it only the also the PA? But they just immediately jumped in and took Pasha out of the fight very quickly.
I think it was mainly the Brood on that patch.
Yeah, he has the MKB, so he can't
MKB.
miss a second. That is a problem Virtus Pro have right now. They can't hit this PA. They don't have a Silver Edge, they don't have MKBs. Legion Commander is queuing up some Ghost Hunters. That is a really big problem. Actually, Virtus Pro cannot kill the PA and BKB anymore. And even outside of the PKB, you saw the Alchemist try so hard, but struggling to bring him down. They might have to dedicate a slot to MKB, or once they get a silver on somebody. They haven't fighting this against this PA.
No, doing enough for BKB, but I don't know how much that's actually going to help in these sort of situations.
Now he definitely needs to get it. If Brood also gets... Oh, you said
Dire's middle tower is
That's what I'm
drowning.
saying. I don't know if
Dire's structures are fortified.
that dagger crits.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
That is a tower.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Liquid doing a very good job of
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Take some shrines now. I mean, they want to fight this. They're coming forward.
Liquid are reading it, getting the hell out. Into a more favorable position on their side of the hill. Solo scouting it out. Oh, they're actually scared. That's a duel.
Jump. They get looked down onto full control, and they keep him alive. Yet they just turn Matuma manning up onto Pasha. Pasha's on. Miracle just jumps in the background, takes down Solo. No one goes to mind control. The corner brace there for Kuro, keeping mind control alive. Matuma falls low, but look at the life stick from this ultimate. And that's he does still fall. No one's taken down that TP. They've lost 3. Miracle's still alive, jumping forward, goes for the TP out. Oh, not quite enough. It will get away.
Radiant's middle tower is
Retreat a
under
little
attack.
too hard for them to chase down. They'll try for it though. Looking for him, they do scan. It isn't going to catch. This will be able to keep himself away. Oh, actually, might find the cloak. I'll take that. Oh, there we go.
He's on the sentry.
Yeah, she's going to die. Careful as well. The bash.
Abyssal. No forget. Oh, he got a bash again.
I mean, this is what the third defense we've seen here from Liquid, and it's so many lives of VP getting thrown away. And now at only a 4K, 3K gold lead, in fact, for VP. That's not great. This is an Alchemist lineup. You do not want to be this little ahead, and we'll see it again here. No one just gets absolutely controlled, and as you say, the PA is such a huge issue.
Yeah, they missed, they cleared, wait, okay.
19K healing.
12k on PA as well. 12k PA. That's crazy. So Alchemist, it changed his build-up for another axe, it looks like. I don't know who he wants to... If they feel like giving an axe to the Hench or the Legion now, it's going to be a big difference maker. I think they need MKB. I'll say it again, like, they're just not killing the heroes.
They've got the MKB on rounds.
The problem might be that even when we get that, the Cold Embrace is a big problem, actually.
It is. Kuro's builds up really nice with
The Cold Embrace buys so much time because at this point, VP's lineup, like 50% of their damage is physical. So this is when Wyvern can really shine. And the moment somebody gets dueled, he just Cold Embraces and it's offset completely. That might be the reason they want to get an axe if it is for the Legion, so that the Legion can duel ventilation. Oh man, Solo has fallen off in this game. He's level 12 minute 37. That's really rough. Oh, he's on
crits of 1400 now.
I'm wondering if there's a different approach for VP now, where they don't take a fight head on, but try to split, get out waves, and then see if they can door, or not fully backdoor, but get the Weaver into the Radiant base while the Radiant are pushing. So Weaver just goes for racks, and they defend with Alchemist, and the of the Legion. He should be okay for quite a while. With Chemical Rage running and with Press the Attack, they don't need the Weaver ulti right away.
Dire's bottom shrine
They're gonna do it with the
is
Alchemist.
under attack.
Radiant's middle barracks
are under attack.
To make some slow progress here.
Well, it's from Miracle. Need to be prepared for these sort of splits because the VP are going to change the game.
22, by the way. Cancel the TP.
A golden thread. We'll take that.
Done. He actually has the goal. Or actually, it's got a bit to go.
I mean, it was 61 spiders killed by the Alchemist. Now, if you do the maths, that is a lot of Grievals.
That's 61 spiders.
And there's that axe. And you say, aye.
Aye.
Gone to the Legion.
It did.
It did.
So, okay. So let's just make sure, because I think this has had like 2 versions of it, the Legion. I want to make sure we're in agreement with how it works.
Yeah,
the duel is longer, and the person you duel only takes damage from you, and you only take damage from them, right? But both of you could still be disabled.
Yes.
Makes
And
Legion spell immune, but
It
not the other guy.
also gives Legion, BKB.
So Legion gets a pseudo BKB,
Yes.
basically.
Radiant's bottom
What
shrine
was
is
the
under
duration again
attack.
there?
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
8-second lockdown.
8-second lockdown. But that is if you survive from whoever you duel. So, I mean, but who look to duel them?
May I recommend not dueling PA? Thank you very much.
Will he duel PA?
I think he should duel the Wyvern. If he can.
Kuro is doing a lot of really irritating
Dueling
stuff.
Wyvern, dueling Venno,
Radiant's
or
top
dueling
shrine is
the...
under
Got him. Caught out alone.
He did.
Radiant's
Again.
top shrine has
Man down for
fallen.
45. Miracle already in position to
Dire
take this tier 1.
structures are fortified.
This has been such a weird
Constantly Liquid just forced into this position in the mid, which they've been
Dire's bottom
absolutely
tower
fine
has
with,
fallen.
because they've got so much out of
Dire's bottom
the advances
shrine
that VP have
is
tried to
under
take.
Radiant's attack. bottom shrine is under attack.
double damage could give
Dire's
to
bottom
here. If
tower
they get that double
is
damage
about
on
to
the Weaver,
flounder.
might be able to find a key pick or 2. I think that's the key right now for Virtus Pro,
Dire's
is for Weaver to
bottom
get on the
tower
bad line and find Kuro.
couldn't
That's
withstand
supposed
the
to be
tide.
25, supposed to be MKB.
They're trying to give him the
Dire's
tome
bottom
of
shrine has fallen.
Regeneration.
Nice.
Now triples.
That's the time. So that is actually it's 25 to tome for this day. MKB got to say it's
What's up showing? What's up showing?
MKB. He's just getting out of there. GH as well. They don't want to fight.
This should be
Also,
my
with this, yeah.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Now we're down 1-2.
Ramsey's actually with that tome. He's pretty much there to 20. Very yeah, look at that swing. That's exactly, as soon as those pushes down mid came through, that's when it took the turn.
That's a stereotypical Alk has a free game and then loses 2 fights. Pretty much. And now now it's tricky. I still feel like even with an even goal distribution, like with a 0 lead, the Alchemist team can win this game.
Sure, absolutely. They're not out of the game.
Because Weaver can kill the support so fast. But that's, I think at this point, it's really down to Menzies to fight the round.
Is under attack.
Killing the Earth Spirit or the Wyvern right away and then playing around that. Now that the BKBs, Radiant, are dropping lower as well, that starts becoming significant. Gives Bane a better chance of getting like a Nightmare off. And gives them a chance of using the ball or something. But it's still a 7-second on PA. It's pretty crazy to think about that he's only that 3 times since he picked up ages.
Effect each time they score.
Exactly, it's just been a couple of really key fights where like haven't really like wasted it in skirmishes. Waste pistol, if they get a crit here. That's the attack.
We'll be fine.
I'm out of there.
And at this stage of the game, I love it. As it always is with a PA, there's a great amount that's down to the RNG. You know, even if it just means getting that crit on that support, you need to take them down in a couple of hits left, so it takes less time for Miracle to prioritize the backline. It makes all the difference in these fights. We'll see how lucky Miracle has been so far, and it's been pretty good as you pointed out. 20 kills, 2 deaths.
They're pinging the rush. This is probably the game deciding either team gets a really good fight here. They're massive favorites to ending. Oh, he got double damage. Oh, they're actually just not even going to be in time then. One coming in. That is Aegis instead of Diffusal. And we got the cheese. Well, the Brood, I think. In backpack. And he's going to replace his Mask Madness with that. So, we're losing a bit of damage output for the guaranteed self-heal.
I think you're fine with that one.
Yeah, it's... they can technically put it on the Veno as well, but I don't think they get enough value out of that. Like, Mind Control understands that his role in this game is to pop ulti, cast Gale, and hope he dies.
Yeah, and he's pretty big. You know,
It's
with
actually
the Solar
big
Crest
goal
and
on
the
him,
Shiva's
probably.
Guard, he's gonna get his spells out.
Yeah, he's gonna die now. Oh, maybe not. Oh, never mind. I'll just get the bone actually. I thought they'd back up since he's in that aggressive position, but nobody helping out.
Oh, and this is great as well for like they've got upgraded bots on Miracles. They start to use Matumba Man, you know, to set up things himself from Embers. Solo, bless him, he's had a lot of deaths, and it's the levels, as you pointed out earlier, that's still holding him back. I mean, level 13 here, 43 minutes in.
It's just very unforgiving being Bane in this situation. The hero doesn't farm very well, it can't really wave clear. It's a very momentum-based hero that wants to dominate lanes in the start and then get carried by the team later on. And he did a really good job once again. I think his Bane in the early game of this game and the previous game was great.
Yeah,
he's doing a good job. It's just like, at this point, you're at the mercy of your team. If you can get up one good grip, that is your contribution to the team fight. Oh, speaking of which, could happen.
Oh, he's got a Miracle coming into out of GH there as well. There's the upgraded boss, bringing Miracle straight in. Comes down Solo. This will drop down off the court. That's going to be the Ramses Weaver down as well. That pickup of the upgraded boss changing everything there. As VP they didn't expect that at all. I mean, they did not expect that.
And it looked like for a moment they could be able to burst the Brood if they get the grip there and Alchemist gets in and swings off. But this is like one of those tricky situations where it can backfire that you have an accident. Oh.
Courier has been killed.
Prestige has the grip. I think there was a sound GH that stopped the grip.
We've seen buyback. He's having to come back in to defend that bottom lane. No one, as we see in this mid lane, is all. He is tanky, but he's not tanky enough to deal with the sort of grip coming through from the kill. He's doing his best to buy time, but it's not going to be that much. In the end of the day, he does go down. When Timmerman eyeing up Solo, Ward gone.
He got pinged.
He came down from the cliff momentarily.
Solo. Yeah. Have they had a gem all game on the Diane? Oh, that is a very bold play by Matumba Man. He's bringing in Miracle.
And yeah, Miracle is going to start diving. Well, that's for sure. Buyback comes out from no one. They'll turn towards Miracle. It will be a big kill. He's using the remainder of his BKB to run out of there, but Matumba Man pay with his life. And
Alright.
That's Miracle making that call. This is going, Matu. Go in, Matu. I'm going to kill them all.
Like,
and then Matu's like, look what you've done.
I wonder who made that call.
How could you do this? I mean, Miracle says it's worth it. He got another kill to his belly.
They got a buyback from Alchemy. That is actually.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, was it 2 buybacks? They didn't buy back the Reaver, right?
They did yeah, Ramsey's bought back, but he didn't buy back for that. He bought back when he was still dying mix.
But it-
Had different bottom lane, but he has
not
just,
in that fight.
No, but he has just recently bought back as
But
well.
this means that one core kill from Liquid is pretty much game. If they get one of these two down, there's no way VP can defend 4 and 5 this game. So they got to be really careful how they move now. Make sure they find the right fight. Is that another axe in the making?
Another ag on him. So I guess this time, well, you're giving it to the enchant. Oh. You don't give it to Sub, do you? Those brain saps, babe.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. You get to cast your spells once in a while, but it's not really having that great of a time with that.
I want to see. I mean, it's good.
It's garbage. Don't
underestimate the band.
I underestimated very much.
1.5 seconds. But did he give it to him? Who's he giving it to?
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I think Alchemist uses it on himself before he gives it to me.
I gave it because he has indeed given it to me.
He should use it on himself before giving it to me. I think it's better. Like, I'm not even kidding.
Really?
Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
We'll probably get to see at this pace.
He gets the stats. It's pretty significant, you know. It's like what is it? 350 health? 375?
That much? Oh, I guess it would.
Gives 10 all attributes and 175. So that's 375 health. And it's just at this point, this game is beyond playable for solo. You know, like what's it supposed to? If you give him an axe, he still gets 1 turn.
I mean,
what does it do?
Triple. Actually, you're gonna triple this now, huh?
It's I don't know if it's the approach they should be taking though with the itemization. Like, is this the point where you replace your armlet and you get another item? Like, do you not just get the MKB and commit? And you're like, okay, I'm gonna be less tanky, but I have to hit.
Yeah, he's queued it up. He is going.
Yeah, like, why didn't this happen 10 minutes ago? They've had the same problem for like 15, 20 minutes now.
I think giving out the ags, prioritizing that for the that is nice. You know,
but look, they can't hit either. They can't hit the PA. Doesn't matter. You can't hit.
Yeah, well, it gives you the increased attack range.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that Axon is bad. It's really good, but it doesn't solve the problem. Maybe if Lil gets an MP himself, then this game is still winning for both teams. Absolutely, but VP definitely have their backs against the wall, and Miracle's hungry.
He's gonna wants to do something here, but how confident he's gonna feel. VP are already backing up. They go straight back up to the high. Interesting to notice, 48 minutes in, he's only actually charges it with that's that.
Nobody really got a Ghost Scepter in the Dire. It hasn't been.
I mean, Pasha queued some up, but he didn't go for it.
He changed his mind.
Yeah.
Quake Halberd. Time for the exit plan. Yep. That's one way to go.
Should have dueled him to give him the sort of respect, damn it.
His team would love that.
Dire are scanning
so
for
GH is
enemies.
sitting with this gem. The VP side currently have 1 ward out, and there's 3 on the Radiant. Or 4 actually.
Kuroki
5.
Did you see what Kuroki's got? He's got Bloodthorn. Wyvern.
Okay.
I mean, that's GG.
That's the first, I think.
I think I've seen it before. He's got the Solar Crest, Bloodthorn, and a Winter's Curse. That killed a lot of the heroes on VP.
It's a very good way for you to select the target. It's like he takes the call. This is your guy. We're gonna Bloodthorn this and kill him. It's a secondary way for him to deal with grip in case that happens. It's a way for him to prevent the Weaver from using time lapse when BKB is out. Gives them some nice utility, but that's a really big build though. Very unusual.
Where I mean, it's on paper Bloodthorn. Lead for the team that we're seeing Miracle overtaking No One's Out in terms of Miracle is this is dream. He's having quite a time. 21-24.